All right, today we're going to look at the third type of tenses that verbs could be. We have looked at past, we have looked at present, and today we're going to be looking at verbs in the future. So our goal for today is I can form and use the future tense verbs. I can use future tense verbs correctly in speaking and writing. A verb that tells an action that will happen later is in the future. You will add the word will before a verb to form the future tense. So, I will wait for her. She will study in the library. We will bake dessert tonight. So all of those things are going to happen in the future, whether it be tonight, tomorrow, in 5 minutes, next year, in a month. Whatever it may be, if it's going to happen, it hasn't already happened, but it's going to, that is called in the future. So, tomorrow, Sam play basketball with Jenna. Because it's happening in the future, we have to add will. So the sentence should be, tomorrow, Sam will play basketball with Jenna. I cook lunch at 12:30. We're going to use this as a future tense sentence, so I will cook lunch at 12:30. My family eat lunch at 1 o'clock. This is happening in the future, so my family will eat lunch at 1 o'clock. So, we are going to look at completing the sentence using the correct future tense of the verb in the parentheses. In the summer, Lexa, her grandmother. So how do we make visit future tense? You should have said will visit. This is talking about in the summer. It hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen in the future. So we have to make the verb say will visit. In the summer, Lexa will visit her grandmother. Lexa and her grandmother into the park every day. How will I make walk into a future tense verb? You should have chosen will walk. Lexa and her grandmother will walk to the park every day. Number 3, Lexa on the monkey bars. How will I make climb in the future? You should have said will climb. Lexa will climb on the monkey bars. They breadcrumbs to the pigeons. How do I make feed into future tense? You should have said will feed. They will feed breadcrumbs to the pigeons. And finally, the pigeons all around them. How do I make hop into future tense? The pigeons will hop all around them. Now, I have to say that on this type of verb tenses, you have to be careful and you have to pay attention to if it's happening in the present or in the future. In these sentences, you could easily make these verbs so that they are present tense verbs. So we could say Lexa and her grandmother walk to the park every day. That's happening. So we could leave it as walk. Lexa could make it happening right now. We would say Lexa climbs on the monkey bars. They is a plural subject. So we could easily say they feed breadcrumbs to the pigeons. They could be doing that right now. What we have to be very careful of is making sure that we are looking at when the sentence or the paragraph is taking place. If the whole paragraph is happening in the past, then we know that we have to add ed. If the sentence is happening right now, then we would leave the verbs alone. But if the sentence is happening in the future, then we are going to need to add the will to the beginning of the verb. All right, looking at our paragraphs, the story, the pumpkin patch. Last Saturday, I had a wonderful day with my family. We picked pumpkins at the pumpkin patch. A lady gave us a red wagon to pull through the pumpkin patch. Each of us chose one pumpkin to take home. There were other fun things to do, such as face painting and crafts, but there was not enough time to do it all. Mom planned to take us back to the pumpkin patch soon. Next Saturday, we feed the animals and go on a hayride. What change should be made to sentence 7? A. Change feed to fed. B. Change feed to feeding. C. Change feed to will feed. Or D. No change is needed. You should have said C. Change feed to will feed. Next Saturday, we will feed the animals and go on a hayride. So in this sentence, we're talking about something that's going to happen next Saturday. That is in the future. So we are going to need to add will to the beginning of the verb feed. So next Saturday, we will feed animals and go on a hayride.